Are you driving in Australia or planning to move there soon? Then you need to stop and pay close attention because starting from April 2026, new driving rules are being enforced across Australia that could seriously impact you. These are not small updates. These are major changes that could cost you thousands of dollars in fines, lead to license suspension, or even create legal trouble if you are not careful. The most surprising part is that many drivers still have no idea these changes exist. So in this video, I will explain everything in simple and clear language so you can stay safe and avoid costly mistakes. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, this channel helps you understand international rules, visas, jobs, and real-life updates in the easiest way possible. Today's topic is extremely important, especially for anyone living in or planning to move to Australia. We are going to talk about the new driving rules introduced in April 2026, what has changed, what mistakes are now very expensive, and how you can protect yourself. Make sure you watch until the end, because there is one hidden mistake that most drivers are still making. Let's begin with an important question. Why is Australia introducing these new rules? Australia is already known for having some of the safest roads in the world. However, recent reports show that road accidents are increasing in certain areas. One of the biggest reasons is distracted driving, especially mobile phone use. Speeding is another major factor. Because of this, the government has decided to become stricter and smarter at the same time. The focus for 2026 is simple: reduce distractions, increase accountability, and use advanced technology to monitor drivers. This means that drivers are now being watched more closely than ever before, and breaking the rules is much harder to get away with. Now let's talk about the most important update, which is mobile phone usage while driving. This is where the biggest changes have happened. Using a mobile phone while driving is now almost completely banned. This means you cannot hold your phone, text, scroll social media, or even manually operate your GPS while the vehicle is moving. Even if you are stopped at a traffic light, holding your phone can still get you fined. Here is something that many people do not realize. Even if your phone is resting on your lap or in your hand without active use, you can still be penalized. The law is very strict now, and there is very little room for excuses. The penalties are serious. Fines can go up to $1,000 or even more depending on the situation. You will also receive demerit points on your license. If you repeat the same mistake, your license can be suspended. What makes this even more serious is the use of AI-powered cameras. These cameras are designed to detect if you are holding a phone, where your hands are, and even where you are looking. In simple words, it is now extremely difficult to hide or avoid detection. Moving on to speed limits. There are also strict updates in this area. Speeding has always been dangerous, but now enforcement is much stronger. Speed limits in school zones are being more strictly enforced, and in some cases, they are even lower than before. Residential areas are also seeing tighter control, especially where pedestrian activity is high. One of the biggest changes is the use of average speed cameras. Instead of checking your speed at a single point, these cameras calculate your speed over a distance. This means that slowing down near a camera and speeding up afterward will not save you. Your average speed will still be calculated, and if it is above the limit, you will receive a fine. Penalties for speeding include heavy fines, demerit points, and in repeated cases, license cancellation. Now let's talk about drink driving. Australia already had strict laws in this area, but now enforcement has become even tighter. There is now a zero-tolerance policy for many drivers. Learner drivers and professional drivers must have a blood alcohol level of 0.00. In some areas, stricter rules are being applied more widely. Police have increased random breath testing. This means you can be stopped anywhere at any time without warning. If you are caught, the consequences are severe. You could face immediate license suspension, heavy fines, and in some cases, criminal charges. Next, let's talk about seat belts and passenger safety. This might seem like a basic rule, but many people still ignore it. Every passenger in the vehicle must wear a seat belt. This includes passengers sitting in the back seat. The driver is responsible for making sure everyone is following this rule. For children, proper child seats are mandatory. These must match the child's age and height. If these rules are not followed, the driver can face fines and demerit points. Now let's move on to traffic lights and signals. Running a red light has always been dangerous, but now it is also more expensive than ever. Smart traffic cameras are installed at many intersections. These cameras automatically detect violations and issue fines instantly. There is also an important rule about yellow lights. Many drivers think yellow means speed up and pass quickly. However, yellow actually means prepare to stop. If you fail to stop when it is safe to do so, you can still be penalized. Now let's discuss one of the most advanced updates, which is driver monitoring systems. Australia is moving towards smarter and safer roads using advanced technology. New systems are being introduced that can detect driver fatigue, distraction, and poor lane discipline. Modern vehicles are also being equipped with safety features such as lane assist, automatic emergency braking, and driver attention alerts. These features are not just optional anymore. They are becoming a standard part of road safety. Even with all these rules and technologies, many drivers still make simple mistakes that can cost them a lot. Some common mistakes include briefly holding the phone, ignoring seatbelts on short trips, assuming speed limits are flexible, and not using indicators properly. These small actions may seem harmless, but under the new rules, they can lead to serious penalties. So how can you stay safe and avoid these problems? First, keep your phone completely out of reach while driving. Do not take any risks. Second, always follow speed limits strictly. Do not assume you can go slightly above the limit without consequences. Third, make sure everyone in your vehicle is wearing a seatbelt at all times. Fourth, never drink and drive under any circumstances. And finally, stay updated with local driving laws because rules can continue to change. Safe driving is no longer just about protecting yourself. It is about following the law, protecting others, and avoiding unnecessary trouble. So now you know everything about the new driving rules in Australia for April 2026. If you are planning to move to Australia or already living there, these rules are extremely important for you. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video, leave a comment with the words Safe Drive, and subscribe to the channel for more updates on visas, jobs, and international life. Thank you for watching, and always remember to drive safely.